I am going to give you an honest and truthful guide on how you can get instantly approved for business credit cards. I'm going to give you all the information I have that I've even gathered up over the years of succeeding and failing. So I'm going to give you all the do's and don'ts and what you need to do. And also I'm even going to go step by step on what you need to do on these credit card applications so you can make sure that you're in a great position so you can be approved. So go ahead, go get your pen and paper out. I'll wait right here. And with that being said, let's dive in. Now, I've been in the business credit card game for a few years now, and I've actually accumulated a lot of information and credit cards all at the same time. I have almost over $88,000 in business funding. So I can actually show you a few do's and don'ts of what you need to do and debunk a couple of myths when it comes to business credit cards. And so you can actually implement them moving forward so when you want to go apply, all right? But real quick, I just want to actually, again, debunk some myths. So with the first one I just want to debunk is people thinking that business credit will automatically affect your personal credit. No, nope. That's not the case, people. There are some business credit cards that actually appear on your personal credit. Run away from those. Go the other direction. Do not do that. That messes up the whole point. Don't do that. Now, the second one is that there's this misconception that you have to make an astronomical amount of money to access business credit. And that is not true, ladies and gents. On the application, they do ask for your revenue and possible gross profit, but it's to determine how much they actually want to award you as far as the funding. It doesn't mean that you have to make $6 million a year, $6 million a second, or anything like that. You can still be awarded actual business funding. I've seen people actually get awarded and don't even have an actual business yet. They got the funding before they got the business. So that shows you right there that this is actually obtainable. Don't listen to the naysayers. Now, I'm not saying that you just go out there and get business funding without an actual business itself, but I'm saying there are businesses out there that actually give business funding without even having the business yet. Now that we got all of that out the way, let's actually get into the business credit card application so I can go over it and explain some tips of what you need to look out for and what you need to actually put for these actual questions. Because I know sometimes they kind of trip people up. And even when I started, it tripped me up sometimes. I got really nervous and started sweating at times. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump on the computer and let's go and see what we can do. All right, ladies and gents. So as you can see right here, I pulled up Chase for Business. This was one of the first business credit cards that I actually acquired. And this is probably the one that gave me the most headache and made me the most nervous, if that makes sense. If you ever apply for them, if you know, you know. But I'm gonna show you their actual application. It's very standard. A lot of other applications look exactly like this. So I just wanna show you and go over real quick of what you need to do and what you need to look out for. So with the personal information, you know all of your personal information like the back of your hand, so you don't have to actually think too hard about this. So first name, whatever your first name is. Optional, middle name, whatever your middle name is, or you don't have to put it. I didn't put my middle name, so that's what you can go from there. Last name you do have to put. So whatever your last name is, put that there. As far as suffix, I don't have a suffix. If you want to put that, that's fine. It's just gonna show up on your credit card. So if you want junior or the third or anything like that, you actually put that. But if it makes you feel better, you can actually put that. Date of birth, you know your date of birth. And your mother's maiden name. A lot of applications actually ask for this. So make sure that you put that information right here, right? Go ask her. All right, so right here, your tax ID type. You can put your individual tax ID number, but if you're a sole proprietor, you can put social security number. This is where you're gonna put your actual social security number. We need to ask for your social security number to verify your information. We'll keep your data secure, which they will. They just wanna make sure you are who you say you are. All right. Now for the next thing, as far as address, domestic. I've seen some people actually trip up about this. Domestic is just your primary residence. So they actually give you two actual options. Domestic, so if you live in an actual location, so if you're in New York or something of that nature, that's what you're gonna put your actual address. If you're actually on base for military or you work for the military, you can put your actual military actual address. So that's actually a cool little addition to it. So that right here, so you can put your address, so whatever it's actually kind of crazy to actually have a 1, 2, 3, 4 Main Street in some places. But just put your street address. If you have an apartment number or letter or whatever, just put whatever it is. Doesn't matter. I promise you this isn't gonna make or break your actual application approval process. Whatever your zip code is, you put that. Next thing that you actually put is your city, then your state, email address, your personal phone number, not your alternate phone number. This is the phone number that you want to put because, again, Chase is actually telling you, or the application is telling you, by giving this number, you're giving them consent to call you if there's ever anything, or text you if there's ever anything wrong going on with your account. They want to know that it's okay to actually hit you about it. Does that make sense? Now, your gross annual income. This trips a lot of people up. Guys, what I want you to understand is what I want you to do is I want you to combine your personal actual income with your business income. All right. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you're in your personal business, you make $40,000, right? And then let's just say you just started your business, side hustle, whatever it is. And let's just say that you make $5,000 from that, right? So you're gonna combine those together and put it as your gross income, $45,000. Or you can round up to $55,000, things of that nature. What I don't want you to do is go overboard. I don't want you putting $500,000. I don't want you putting $1 million because they're gonna actually ask for documentation. That doesn't sound right. Or if it is, show us, be honest. And then if you think that I'm just blowing smoke, Chase tells you right here, it's, again, gross. And again, they say this is what you earn or reasonably expect to earn in a year. So again, gross, not net. So whatever you think that you're going to earn, even if you just started your business and you're not accumulating income, but you see what you could project to make, then you actually put that, all right? Just don't go overboard with these numbers. Keep it reasonable, unless you have the documents to back it up. Now, this part is where we actually get into the business information. Again, legal business structure. If you're an actual sole proprietor where you're putting your social security number, you're gonna put your sole proprietorship. If it's a LLC, put LLC, nonprofit, things of that nature. Legal name, whatever it is, if it's mashed potatoes or whatever it is, put the actual business legal name. That's what I need you to put. And of course you see that automatically generate. Now with the next thing, what I want you to do, does your business use another name like a trade name? Assume a name, DBA, blah, blah, blah. Guys, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be no. When you see things on the actual application and you don't understand it, 9 times out of 10 is no. That means it does not apply to you. So always click no. Trust me, if you had a trade name, you would know. Now, when it comes to the tax ID type, again, this is where they give you different options. You can either put your you could put your EIN number. If it was a sole proprietor, it will ask for your actual, if it was a sole proprietor, it would ask for your social security number or your ITIN number, all right? But since I think I put LLC, well, I put corporation, but like, let's say I put LLC. See, it shows social security number, EIN, things of that nature. And then you just put it right here, whatever it is. That's where you're going to put it. Is your business physical address the same as your personal address? Guys, this is not going to make or break your actual application, okay? If you work outside of your home for your business, that's fine. I work outside of mine, so it's okay to click yes. If you don't, that's fine. You don't have to have a brick and mortar or just off rip a virtual address. They're not going to deny you if you don't have that, all right? So if it is, just click yes. I promise you're fine. Number of employees. Guys, if you're not paying anybody up under your business, then you do not have employees. Do not count yourself. You put actual 0. You can put 1. I've seen people put 1. They might ask you, well, who's the other person? You can say me. They're like, oh, okay. And then they're just going to change it to 0. Your business phone number. Again, you can put your personal phone number, but I actually advise you to actually put a different phone number. Actually look legit, look the part. If you actually need a business phone number, you don't always have to go to T-Mobile or anything like that. You could actually go to Google. They give you they can generate you a free business phone number for you. All you have to do is type it into Google. They actually have a lot of alternatives out there. So get a business phone number. It's not expensive, I promise you. It could be a second line on your same phone. Established date, whenever your date was. So if it was January 1st, 2018 or something like that, you can put that. If you kind of don't remember the exact date, it's fine, I promise you. Now again, annual business revenue. This is where people actually trip up again. Guys, you do not put 500,000, $1 million unless you know for sure that you will, because if you do, they will ask for documentation. It has to be necessary and reasonable. So again, if you expect to make 80,000, 100,000 or anything like that gross profit, then annually, how much do you think you will make? If you don't know and you're just starting out, the sweet spot that I've seen when I first started and still going to this day is 20,000. That's a very reasonable number. I'm not giving you nothing about lying, or I'm not telling you to lie, but that's a very reasonable number. Again, it's projected. What are we projected to do? All right? Don't overthink it. Business category. So business category used to kind of trip me up because I didn't know what to put. But if you know actually what you're doing, if it's wholesaling, things of that nature, educational services, you could put that. I think for information, yeah, like social, because they don't have anything for like, YouTubers or anything like that. So like you could put like social network, internet broadcasting, and they automatically generate the NCIS code. So you don't have to, I always say that wrong. So you don't have to worry about that, all right? So the next thing that I want you to understand is estimated monthly spend. Guys, again, if you say you're making $20,000 annually, if you say that you're making X amount of dollars gross, do not say that you're going to spend on this card $80,000. That's not, that's going to scare them. You're going to get denied, all right? So what you're going to put right here, if your expenses every month is $2,000, $1,000 or whatever, you're going to put $1,000, or you could put $800. You put $800, whatever it is. Just don't go overboard. Be honest, but don't go overboard. Please don't scare them off. And of course, when it comes to ownership, 100%, because you're the one that made the business. So just make sure that you go from there. And of course, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to want any employee cards. Go paperless. Make sure you read that all that information. And then after that, you're going to, I've read, and then you're going to click submit. Now, guys, after that, you have to understand that you are going to be in pending status. That is okay. This is where the instant approval could possibly happen. Now, when I say instant approval, that doesn't mean that as soon as you click submit, you're going to automatically get approved like a personal credit card. Business credit cards are a little different because they want to make sure that everything aligns up. It's all about numbers when it comes to these people and business funding. All right, it is different, but it's not different. So always remember that it could take a couple of days, and that is fine. Give them time to actually generate everything, because remember, your pending status, it is in a pool with other pending statuses. So what I don't want you to do is follow another myth. Oh, as soon as you get in the pending status, what I want you to do is call the reconsideration line. Hold on. The reason why I'm telling you to hold on is because I did that one time and I got awarded a super low limit. So don't always be quick to jump the gun when it comes to calling that reconsideration line. At least wait to see what happens. If you got approved, if you did get denied, God forbid, at least you'll get something in the mail to find out why you actually got denied and where you can move on from there. Then you can call the reconsideration line and you can talk to them and answer all the questions that they have. And then maybe you might have to start off with the low limit, but I promise you it's going to work out. That instant approval sometimes takes a second when it comes to business funding, but I promise you it's always going to be worth it. It's not impossible, but I promise you, you can do it. If I can do it, I promise you can do it. I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by. Now, again, if you follow this step by step, this will actually work for you. And if you have any questions or comments, again, put it in the comment section so we can all learn together and share our stories, all right? I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by again. Now, go get that business funding, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.